Do we have some more people?
Let's.
Do you have some people yet to join?
I don't know. We have 15 minutes to wait. I think we should start.
So we should start. All right. Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening, everybody. All right. So I believe we are ready for today's session. First of all, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations to all of you for putting up a very, very good performance on Saturday. You've
Thank
done,
you, Miss.
done very well. For some of you, I understand it was your first time. It wasn't that easy. Some of you were even surprised you qualified because you were thinking you couldn't make it, but you see, you could. You understand? So, well done, all of you. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, I want us to look at confidence level as well. There are a lot of people who have registered but did not join. A lot of people who have registered were disqualified, as you clearly saw last week. But you're still in this. That means that you have what it takes. And I want to just edge you on so that you prepare yourself mentally for next week, or till I say this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday is the grand finale of the competition. So I want you to be very, very, very well prepared. So today I want us to look at some of the things that we can do to build our confidence. Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up from the emojis. Great, 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 great. Wonderful. So I want us to look at things that can help us boost our confidence level and also to help us with stage fright. How many of you, even though you were in front of a small crowd, you felt a bit afraid? You were a bit afraid or a bit nervous or a bit shy. Okay, I want us to also look at this, how to overcome these things. Okay, so now let's go on straight into today. First of all, I want you to understand that confidence is not they will like me, or what if I don't, if I make a mistake or something like that. No. Confidence says that you are doing the right thing. Confidence says that the only important person in the room or on the stage at that particular point in time is you. That is what confidence is about, and that is what confidence is telling you. Okay, my dear brothers and sisters, on Saturday, you will be standing in front of a microphone and you'll be looking into the audience. Last week, Saturday, you were just looking at the pronouncer, at myself, or at Mr. Bismarck, or at Mr. Cyril. You are looking directly at them. But this time around, there's going to be an audience that will be facing you as you speak. So I want you to visualize that. You see, the more you visualize it, the better you will become. Do you understand me? You have to start telling yourself that I'm going to stand in front of people to talk and I am not afraid. You have to say it out loud. You have to believe what you are saying. And then also, you have to try it. How do you try this? First, you try it by standing in front of a mirror and saying it out loud. You have to encourage yourself first and believe in the encouragement that you are giving yourself. Do you understand me? That is number one. That is the first rule in trying to build self confidence. You have to look at yourself in a mirror, encourage yourself, and you have to believe in what you are telling yourself. Please, you have to say it out loud. I am going for this competition. I'm the most important person in this room, and I am not afraid. right? And say it smiling. Another thing you have to say apart from the positive talks is that you have to prepare yourself. You have to prepare yourself. How many of you have watched Aquila and the Bee? How many of you have watched that movie? Okay. Nabia has watched that. Who else? Who
I
has
have heard I have heard about the movie, but
you've heard
didn't see.
about it? You haven't yet seen it. Okay, I would urge all of you to try and get it. Aquila and the Bee. Aquila spelled Akeeleekah. Aquila and the Bee. It's a very nice movie that would inspire you, really inspire you to greatness. You have to learn how to prepare. Some of you feel like, some of you are a bit overconfident. You feel like, oh, you can do this on your own. I can do this on my own. I'll be all right. I don't need anybody's help. No, it doesn't help you. If you need to prepare, sometimes it's very important that you have someone who is helping you to prepare. In fact, if you have 5 people in your house, let all the 5 people help you to prepare. I taught you how to make a flashcard, right? I taught you all how to make a
Yes.
flashcard. Good. Utilize make the flashcards. Don't sometimes it's not necessary to go and give the whole book to your mother to start randomly. Sometimes just make the flashcard, or but better still, you take the places, the words that you think are quite difficult for you. You just take them and then you give it. Then you just tell your nana, your grandfather or your grand nanu or nana that look, today you are going to give me 5 words from this manual. So choose any 5 words and give it to me and see if I can spell it. Then you tell your big sister the same thing. You tell your little brother the same thing. You tell your father the same thing. You tell your mother the same thing. Learn how to prepare properly. Because what this does to you is that it gives you different voices so that you are not stuck to the voice of just yourself. Okay? Confidence will come naturally when you have practiced regularly and you have practiced smartly. That is when you will be confident. Some of you, what I saw last week, Saturday, was that you knew the word, but it was difficult to remember. True or false?
True.
True.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
True.
It was difficult for you to remember because
True.
the only voice in your head is your voice, which is not a very good thing. The only voice that you hear is just only you. No. So when you give the words to your father, your mother, your brother, or any of your sibling, like whoever it is, let them, when you spell it wrong, tell them that they should spell it right for you. Okay. In that way, you prepare properly. All right. Now, the next thing I want you to do is to stand tall and speak clearly. You need to speak clearly. Your body language can fake confidence until you feel it for real. It's important that you have to stand tall and speak clearly. You need to stand and speak clearly. One of the things that happened on Saturday was some of you were mumbling. Okay, spell the word presenting. Uh, P, R. Like you are not sure. Like you were so confused, like panicking. No, speak clearly. Speak up. And some of you is like you mumble and like PRES. It's like PRES. Then you cannot speak well again. No, don't mumble. Okay? Don't mumble. Speak clearly. Speak with confidence. You understand me? It helps. Speak with confidence and speak clearly. If you don't speak clearly, you can mistaken certain words for another word. Okay? You can mistaken S for C or T, the letter T for the letter D. You know, T and D sounds alike. So if you don't speak clearly, the pronouncer can, or the person who is marking or whatever would not understand what you are saying. All right? Okay. You have a question?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
How do we prepare ourselves for the accentuation of the pronunciation that the pronouncer gives us?
All right. So this Saturday, you will be having a pronouncer from the British Council. Okay. I'm confused. What is distracting? Is it the pronunciation or what? Or I'm not
No, no,
getting
no,
it?
no, 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 no. So, someone was like turning their camera on. That I you can continue.
Okay. So this Saturday you would have a pronouncer from the British Council, and then also another one speaker from the British Council, and then another one is a TV presenter. Um, I just hope I'm yet to listen to their pronouncing very well. But one way you could acclimatize your ears to pronunciations is watching movies.
Thank
But
you.
but but I'm not saying that this is the moment for you to start watching movies. No, but one of the good things that happens is that you should learn to watch foreign news like the BBC, Al Jazeera. It
Yes,
helps
yes,
you.
I watched that. Yes,
Say again.
I watched that. Yes.
Good. Al Jazeera, DW, BBC. It helps you tune your ears to um, the kind of accents. You understand? So it's very important. mm, the kind of accents.
Yes, I watch English movies.
You watch English movies, that's good. That's good because now I'm trying to watch Bangla movies because I want to learn how to speak Bangla correctly. So it's good you
So it's
watching.
good you watch it.
Say again.
No, 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 no. Mic feedback.
Okay. All
So
right.
it was the question was mostly because this Saturday the I did not face mostly many problems, but the main problems that I faced were during accentuation of the words because the oral round you I remember you said promulgation, so the accent that there was I had to actually just stand there and think for a minute what the word was. Otherwise, it was completely fine.
Okay. So now another good thing that you can do is to ask for the meanings of the word. If the meaning of the word matches what you are thinking of, then that is the word. You understand? So always ask for the meaning of the word. Remember that it is your right. So please always ask. Yes, Rashid. Ah, Ayan. You have a question? You've put up your hand. Yeah. Ayan? Okay, we've lost Ayan. All right. So now let's move on to the next. Today we are just going to talk about how we can build our confidence level and then we'll call it a day. And then I'll just tell you again where you should place your focus for the um, written test. Okay.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Like in the national round, we had amount of marks we had to achieve so that we can go to the next round. But on this grand final round, is it going to be like that, or is it going to be there is a limited number of contestants who can move on to the international round, and there or is there any score we have to achieve?
All right. So yes, there is a pass mark. There is a pass mark. Um, but let's not talk about the pass mark now. Okay. At this point, I want to rather build your confidence, not to put your confidence down. Okay. Yeah. So let's rather talk about your how to build your confidence level. All right. Okay. So just remind me in our meeting on Wednesday, I will give you that answer. Okay. Great.
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay, just give me
Yes, I
one
have a
minute.
question.
Yes, go ahead.
How many participants will be selected for the grand final?
You've already been selected for the grand final. You are going to the grand final.
I
Yes,
think
I
he means
said.
Dubai.
Oh, you mean Dubai? As I said, let's talk about that on Wednesday. Okay? Let's talk about that on Wednesday. All right, so let's continue. Let's talk about overcoming stage fright. Now, stage fright is when you get on stage and then it's like everything freezes. All of a sudden, you feel like, oh God, what is happening? Right? Phantom Bite says what? Bite says what? Can you tell me, Phantom? What is Phantom saying? Can you please tell me the topics we need to read for again? Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what it is, but I'll tell you afterwards. All right, so let's go back to what I was talking about. Stage fright. Stage fright is when you go on stage and then all of a sudden you freeze. You feel like, oh my goodness, what is happening? It's like your mind goes blank until someone tells you about something. That is stage fright. And it's really, really, really sad sometimes. So, what do you do when you have a stage fright? The first thing you have to understand is that stage fright occurs when your brain is excited but without breath. So it's like you're excited. When you say someone is excited, it's like you are hyper, but it's like you're not breathing properly. And that is not too good for you because it is during this period whereby people collapse. This is the period whereby someone, I've seen issues whereby someone wants to wee wee. All of a sudden, you feel like you want to wee wee. The first thing you have to do when you have a stage fright is for you to take in deep breaths. All right? And you have to do this before you go on stage, especially. You take in deep breaths. So, right now, what I want you to do is to take in deep breath for me and inhale and hold it for like 4 seconds. So, everybody, deep breath, just taking a deep breath. And then you breathe out through your mouth. Do it again. Out. What this does to you is that it calms you down. It calms your nerves down. So you take in a deep breath for like 4 seconds. You take in a deep breath like for 4 seconds, and then you exhale again. Okay, please, everybody, just give me 1 second. Just give me just 5 seconds. I'll be back. Just keep practicing your deep breaths.
Turn off your mic, please.
Turn your mic off.
Hello, everybody. I'm very sorry about that. Very, very sorry. Um, yeah.
It's okay.
Okay. So my mother also called me to check on me, so I had to quickly pick the call. All right. Thank you. All right. So first, you have to do your deep breath. The next important thing is that focus on the process, not the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters, on Saturday, just look for that one person that makes you happy also. Identify a face that makes you happy. If it's your mother, just look at your mother. Or better still, just look at only the pronouncer. Only the pronouncer. Forget about everybody in the room. Trust yourself that you have come this far. Okay? You have to trust yourself that you have studied enough, you have done all the important things, and you have come this far. Don't look into the audience. When you look into the audience and someone is giving you a face like, you'll be confused, right? If someone gives you a face of doubt, then what if your words you are spelling is correct? But someone gives you a face of doubt, you'll be confused. You'll be very confused. So please trust the process you have taken so far. Believe in yourself. Don't be staring at the decorations or the people around the balloons. Don't confuse yourself in doing that. Don't do that at all, please. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Please. All right. The next, and then another one to also again focus on the process, not the audience. Concentrate on listening to the word. Ask for definitions and the spelling. Spell carefully and correctly. You have 15 seconds for your first, second, and third word. 15 seconds each. So take your time and spell correctly. Okay? So another important thing is that I want you to use the energy that you have. How do you use energy? Please, all of you should eat before coming on Saturday. I repeat, eat before you come on Saturday so that you will have energy. You wouldn't feel dizzy, you wouldn't feel nauseous, you will not feel confused and all that. Eat. Please, I'm not saying you should eat biryani. I'm not saying eat kachi. Nah, eat a healthy breakfast. You can eat some paratha or take bread, roti, with any beverage or any healthy juice or milk, but have something in your stomach, sausage, dim, or egg. Okay, it's very important that you eat before you come. Yes, who has a question to ask? Whose hand is up?
Miss, is it okay if we not wear the T-shirt that was given to us?
What?
You know how we're supposed to wear the T-shirt that was given to us?
If your t-shirt is small or whatever it is, they're going to give you a link and then you just say your size of the t-shirt, you come and then you change. They'll give you the size that is appropriate and you wear the t-shirt.
Is it mandatory to wear it?
It's very mandatory to wear it for uniformity because when you go for the international competitions, you're going to wear t-shirts anyways. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. All right. So as I was saying, please eat before you appear. Please, Sushmita, I hope the question you're going to ask is based on what we are talking about, not random questions. All right, Sushmita, what's your question, please?
Miss, I have a question. Like you said, we have to eat,
Yes.
but I feel vomiting when I eat before exam.
You feel what?
Vomit
Nauseous, nauseous.
Nauseous. You feel nauseous before an exam, Kennel.
is because of nervousness.
Yeah, so you have to bite that nervousness away. Okay? Because if you don't eat, you can easily become weak on stage. We have had events when children sort of feel dizzy and fall off and all of that. And because there's nothing that you see, what happens is that when you come on stage and you see all the crowd, everybody's looking at you, you feel nervous. So immediately you begin to burn calories a bit faster. You burn carbohydrates a bit faster. But if there's nothing in your stomach, what will your body use? Do you understand? So I'm pleading with you. That's why I'm saying that don't eat a very heavy meal. Eat something light. There should be something in your stomach before you come. Okay? Next point is about nervousness. Everybody feels nervous. Everybody has butterflies in their tummy. Okay? Even the very top athletes that you know, the C. Ronaldos, the Messis, and all of that, right? All these people feel nervous. The actors that you know, the Bollywood actors and the in Bangladesh, how do you call your actors?
We don't have that many names, but the industry is called Dali.
Dollywood. Okay, because for what? For Dhaka? Okay, so all your Dollywood actors and all of that, everybody feels nervous. The key or the secret is for you to keep going despite feeling nervous. Do you understand? And another thing that can help you not to feel nervous is to have a conversation. So, for instance, the pronouncer says, "Welcome, contestant number 25." You say, "Thank you." Your responding also breaks nervousness. Okay? So if the pronouncer says, "Hey, hello, welcome, contestant number 25. How are you feeling?" Respond. If you want to respond in a sentence, go ahead and respond in a sentence. You are not being timed for responding. How are you feeling? Oh, I feel good. Oh, I feel a bit nervous, but I'm fine. Oh, say something also positive to encourage yourself. Do you understand? It's very important. And then the next thing I want you to do is to rephrase with pressure. Practice spelling in front of your mirror, your friends, your teachers. All this helps to stimulate real events. Okay, it's very important. All right, any questions before we move on to, it's now 8:30. So any questions before we move on to how to play around with idiomatic expressions? Any questions? Any questions? Are we all good? Any questions on how to overcome stage fright, nervousness? Wonderful. So that means that all of you are good. Okay, then let's move on to idiomatic expressions. Have you already started looking into your idiomatic expressions?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Do we
miss.
have a syllabus for that? Like we have to
Sorry?
follow an into we had to follow an A to C syllabus for the synonyms. Do we have a syllabus for the idiomatic expressions as well, since they're arranged alphabetically?
The things are many, right? For the idiomatic expressions. I think that the idiomatic expressions are quite simple. Quite really simple. The pages are also not a lot for the idiomatic expression. But I will tell you the focus area for idiomatic expressions on Wednesday.
So, ma'am, do we have to read all of the synonyms and homonyms, or just A to C, something like that?
I will show you, but at this point, I want you to just be going through it. On
Sure,
Wednesday, on Wednesday, I'll tell you the key focus areas.
sure.
But at this point, just go through. Right. Okay. Yes, we have, who is this?
Me, ma'am?
Wow, just unmuting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now my question would be for the like synonyms. For the antonyms, in the previous one, we were asked to do one antonym for each word. Is that the same for synonyms?
And what will happen for synonyms is that you would see a particular word that you see a particular letter. So you have to complete using that as the first letter.
Oh, so like, if I were to look in the manual
Mhm.
over here, the word is, for example, like sport on like a page. So over here there are a lot. So maybe it'll be given P, and we need to write either play or pastime like that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Please, did you all understand the question she asked?
So
Yes.
either way, I'll have to learn all of them.
Either way, you would have to learn all of them. All right. So with the synonyms, I'll tell you where your focus area would be. So by Wednesday, just expect to know, or maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday is too far for all of you. You're also anxious. So on Wednesday, sorry, tomorrow, Tuesday, tomorrow is Tuesday, right? So tomorrow, when we meet, we'll meet for just about 30 minutes tomorrow so that you have more time to practice. I'll just tell you where the words are going to come from for synonyms and then also for homonyms. Okay,
Um, Ma'am, I have a question.
right? Great. Who do we have here?
Ma'am, me?
Wa. Tazwa. Okay.
Yes, first. So, Miss, as you have mentioned earlier, there'd be like 50% is unseen, like it's
Yes.
not from the manual. So, ma'am,
Yes.
in that case, as you have mentioned earlier, that there's going to be like one letter and we have to
Yes.
complete the word. So, ma'am,
Yes.
in that case, what do we have to do?
You complete.
No, like, ma'am, for example, if we read another synonym for that
Yes.
particular word, but
And
we
and
don't
the word
know.
matches, then this is correct.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you identify a meaning of an idiomatic expression? Idioms are tricky because they don't really mean the words literally as they say, right? You know that already. You all know what
Yes.
idiomatic expressions are, right? Great. So, first of all, you have to visualize the meaning. You have to visualize the meaning. For instance, when you say break the ice, obviously we are not talking about real ice cubes or something. No. You understand? When you say break the ice, it just means to start a conversation in a relaxed way. So you just have to visualize the meaning. Okay. And then another thing that you can do is to try and use the idiom in a sentence. They will not provide a sentence for you, but you have to be smart to see if you can put it in a sentence. Okay. So for instance, they give you an idiom and say, spill the beans, spill the beans, spill the beans. Who can tell me what does this idiom mean? Spill the beans. Yes, Zarif,
To tell
To
a
tell a
secret.
secret.
to tell a secret. Okay. All right. Another important thing you have to do is to group the idioms by themes. There are idioms that talk about body parts, there are idioms that talk about animals, nature, emotions, and all of that. You should know the various types of idioms there are. Okay. Yes. And yeah, Nabiha, go ahead.
Miss, so how is it going to be? Is it that we'll have to write the meaning, or we'll have to
Yes.
identify the idiom, or do we have to make a sentence?
No,
How is it
making
going
a
to be?
sentence is as easy as ABC. You have to write the meaning of the idiom. You have to write the meaning of the idiom. Okay. So if you
Yes.
want, let's do some practice. Let's see how far you guys have taken this to. So you already said break the ice. Okay. So what can we also say? Hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head. What does it mean?
To be exactly right, I guess.
Yes, not that you guess, that is it. Uh, to be exactly right. Okay, so
Uh,
another thing is, yeah,
uh, my question would be, do our meanings, like the meanings that we write, have to be exactly in the same wording as what is given in the
no,
manual?
no.
As long as the gist of it is
I mean,
similar?
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yes. This is where you can write sentences, I mean, of course. Okay? Or you can write statements of the meaning. I'm not saying you should put the idiom in a sentence, no. All right. So once in a blue moon, what does that mean?
Rarely or occasionally.
Rare.
Very well.
Rare.
Okay. A piece of cake.
Very easy work.
Easy. Very easy.
Under the weather.
Not very
Not
well.
feeling very good.
Feeling sick. Burn the midnight oil.
To work hard through the night, as in studying.
To study or to wake up late. To stay up late working, right? All right. Okay. The blind leading the blind.
The uninformed trying to inform others.
Wrong way to inform others.
Okay. When we say somebody has a blue blood, what does it mean?
They
Very
come from a
aristocratic.
very respected
High
family.
or noble birth.
Of the upper echelon.
Yes, an upper echelon, okay, of society. Okay. We say that this person is as dead as a doorbell. What does it mean?
They're in a
Real
very
moment.
bad situation. Like they're hopeless.
Can you say again?
Useless.
Totally dead and helpless without
Useless.
a chance of
Low
success.
chances for success.
Okay. When you say something is as easy as pie.
Very easy.
Very
Very
easy,
easy,
affordable
very
life.
easy.
Very easy.
Very
Okay.
easy.
Beautiful. When it says that, okay, there is egg on your face, what does it mean?
Take your
Like
right
to be embarrassed.
To be embarrassed.
to be
To be
embarrassed.
embarrassed.
To be embarrassed. Okay. So we say that, oh, this guy is a diamond in the rough. What does that mean?
He's one of a kind.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The
Like
person
you.
has
Not good, but
potential but doesn't look worthy at the
great
moment.
They
merit.
they don't look
Great
good, but they
potential
have
to
very
be
good merit.
Okay. So now let's flip the coin. Let's flip the coin. I just want you to give an idiom and use it in a sentence. You see, you should be able to practice using these things also in your comprehension and your essay. These are some of the things that makes you top. Okay? So now I'll give you an idiom and then you use it in a sentence for me. Okay? All right. Drop you like a potato. Put it in a
Oh,
sentence for me.
someone dropped me like a potato.
Who dropped you like a potato? What was the sentence again? Hello?
Yes,
What did you say?
because
Drop
of
like
my own foolishness, the authority dropped me like a potato.
interesting. Okay. Feel your oats. Feel your oats. Who's going to put that in the sentence for me? Feel your oats. First, you have to understand what the idiom means. Yes, that's what.
Can I answer?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Sure. After winning the race, the athlete was feeling his oats.
Nice. I like that. Great. Good one there. Okay. Flash in the pan. Flash in the pan. Flash in the pan. Let me see now. I think I should even mention names. Flash in the pan. Okay, who is here? Who is here? Flash in the pan. Once more again. Okay, go ahead.
Sure. His early success as a musician was just a flash in the pan.
The what? The what? The what? Say again.
His early success as a musician was just a flash in a pan.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Now I see more hands up. Okay. Face the music. Nabiha, face the music. Face the music. Nabiha, are you there?
Yes, Miss, I'm there. Just give me a moment. I'll try to think something up.
Okay. Think something up. Think something up. Face the music. Uh-huh.
Joe
Uh-huh.
had
Okay, wait. Nabia is here. Nabia, yeah? Nabia, go ahead.
Joe had not hoped that he'd have to face the music about the hidden things he didn't. Uh, Wait, give me a second.
I'm still giving you a second. Face the music. Hey, no, sorry. What did I say? Yeah, face the music.
It was face the music.
Yeah.
Yes, what is the meaning of consequence?
Please, who can tell my dear brother what is consequence? What does consequence mean? Yes, Aryan.
The result of one's actions.
Good. The result of one's actions.
Joe was not ready to face the music of the hideous crime he had committed.
Beautiful. I like that. Okay. Now, cutting edge. Cutting edge. Who'd give me a cutting edge? Okay, this is Rashid. Rashid Aryan.
Cutting edge. The new car came out with the most advanced cutting edge technology.
Nice. Nice. Good one there. Okay. Let's look at this one. Clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle. Phantom bite. Clean as a whistle. Phantom. Phantom bite. Clean as a whistle.
Yeah, after coming from the mountains, I was clean as a whistle.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Next one is grease your elbow or elbow grease. Grease to your elbows. Grease to your elbows. Iftaka. Iftaka.
I have been working so hard that there is grease on my elbow.
Hey? No, it doesn't work that way. My dear, that sentence doesn't quite hit.
Making the dough for the ravioli was such an elbow grease.
Say again the what?
Making the dough for my raviolis were such an elbow grease.
Was such an elbow breeze, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
There's this one time I had to, it took me 3 hours to make raviolis from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Let's look at an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Hey, why is it the same people who are just talking? Let me call somebody else. Srijita Das.
Yes,
Srijita.
miss.
Yes, give me a statement. Give me a sentence with an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
I had to trade an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Uri Baba. You cannot do that. Do you know what is an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, my dear?
Miss, can I tell?
No, hold on, please. Sujita, do you understand what an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth means?
I couldn't understand the meaning, but
Okay. Do you have the manual?
I do.
All right, please. I'd want you to go and look for the idiomatic expressions, and I want you to study it. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you,
Miss,
darling.
can I tell the sentence, please?
Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. The criminal was punished so brutally that as though it was felt like eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
I hear
I
you.
think I can do better.
Try it and let's see.
One must not join politics until they're ready to give an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
One must not do what?
One must not join politics unless they're ready to give an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
You know what? You know what eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth means? It means revenge. It simply means
Yes.
revenge. So that means you have to go into politics. You have to be ready for revenge. Okay.
Yes,
Awesome.
because they're ready to face the music as well.
Acha. Okay. Let's look at this last ones and then we'll call it a day. Have your cake and eat it too. Have your cake and eat it too. Have your cake and eat it too. Who's giving me a
Ma'am,
statement?
may I answer that?
That's what. Sure. Go ahead.
She wants to travel the world without quitting her job, trying to have her cake and eat it too.
I like that sentence.
Thank you, miss.
Good one there. Very good one. Yes, who can give me another try? Have your cake and eat it too. You can't have your cake and eat it. Okay. All right, let's look at this one.
She
Have
has a
your
wish.
say again, Nabila, go ahead.
She has a wish for being an archaeologist and also a cardiologist. Now, both are in completely different fields. In a career path, she cannot have her cake and eat it as well.
Oh, nice one. That's some comparison. I see. Okay, let's do the last one here. Have have your heart in your mouth. To have your heart in your mouth. Here, I want to see everybody raising their hands because it's something that you've all been feeling. To have your heart in your mouth. Let me look for someone who hasn't spoken today. Marina or Mariana or Marina Hack. Mariana Hack.
Yes, miss.
Yes. Can you tell me? Give me a sentence.
Um,
Have your heart in your mouth. Tell me about it.
I was so nervous that I had my heart in my mouth.
You're so nervous doing what? Huh? Doing your spelling bee? Or else? Or what?
I was so nervous during my oral spelling bee, um, that I had my heart in my mouth. Yeah.
If you say so. Okay. Who is here? Amira. Amira.
Yes, miss.
Yes, go ahead with your sentence.
Same idiom?
Yes, same idiom. To have your heart in your mouth.
This spelling bee competition is the reason I have my heart in my mouth.
I was waiting for a statement like that. Amazing. Okay. Now, head and shoulders above someone. Head and shoulders above someone. Head and shoulders. Phantom bite. Take us there.
Miss, can I say?
Yeah. No, where's Phantom bite first? Phantom bite has left the group page or the meeting. Okay, yes. Go ahead and say.
You should not underestimate him as he is head and shoulders above you.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. That's really nice. All right. All right. Who else can form a sentence with that for me? That's a good one. Moshid Amin. Moshid Amin. Who is Moshid Amin?
Yes, miss.
Yes, can you give me a sentence? Can you give me a sentence, please?
Ma'am, in case he doesn't answer, can I answer?
Please, who is speaking? I can't tell
Ma'am,
who is
me,
speaking.
Tazwar.
That's one. All right, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. His talent is head and shoulders above everyone else in the competition.
Beautiful.
Second sentence is good.
I
Oh,
just
can I try?
Phantom One. You want to say something?
Yeah, I would like to say a sentence.
Yes, go ahead.
Our teachers are head and shoulders above us.
All right. Of course they are. Of course they are. Yes,
Yeah. The
Ahan.
the matchup, yeah, the matchup pitted literal newbies against those head and shoulders above them.
Interesting. I see. Okay. All right. So you see,
His eyes head and shoulders above Taylor Swift.
what? What did you just say? All I had was something about Taylor Swift. Oh my goodness. You guys are really interesting. That's nice. So yeah, you have to clap for him. I think I should too. I think I should too.
Such achievement was a far-fetched reality for him, but for someone like Jack, who has his head and shoulders above him, had it all under his grip.
My goodness, some sentences are wild. Thank you, Nabiha. All right, guys. So you see, as we studied together, we got to learn together. You realize that it builds your confidence. Okay. So sometimes when the meeting has started, like tomorrow, as I said, I'm going to have just maybe about 30 minutes. You can still stay on for the next 30 minutes and then you can even study together, all of you. All right. Ask questions to each other. Just go to the chat box, mention the person's name, and then you see. Or better still, we can do this again tomorrow. Maybe even with spelling. Okay. Yes, my dear. You want to ask a question? Go ahead.
It's about a spelling from the book.
Okay.
Uh, so basically, this right here, there's a spelling in the book bourgeois. Bourgeois. Uh, that spelling said belonging to the middle class. So as far as I know, belonging to the middle class, members of the middle class are called bourgeoisie. And right here, I have the original copy of the Communist Manifesto, and here is bourgeois and proletarians. So uh, what is that actually going to be, bourgeois or bourgeoisie?
So the root word of this, um, hmm, we would have to consult the diacritical markings of the English dictionary. I would not profess to know everything. What you'd have to do when you're faced with this is the first thing you have to do is to go to the Oxford Dictionary, preferably the seventh and above editions. Don't look at anything below seventh edition. So seventh edition, ninth edition, 10th edition, go and look into it. You will see the diacritical markings. Okay, you see the diacritical markings of it, and then you
The, the,
pronounce.
the IPAs, the IPAs, the IPA.
Yes. So when you look at the diacritical markings, you would see how you should actually pronounce it. What the dictionary gives is what is right.
Bourgeoisie is a noun and bourgeois is an adjective.
Okay. Educators, take us there. This what
Both
you're
are
quoting.
correct in their own ways.
Sorry, say again.
Both are correct in their own ways.
They're all correct in their own ways. What some of these are will only spelling be in the orals. Yes, only spelling, so that's why it's called orals, my darling. Oh my goodness, I also have lost my line, my thoughts. I was about to say something about what I and Z. All right, Amira, give me. Yeah, you have a question.
Miss, apart from the Oxford English Dictionary 7th edition that you just mentioned, what other book do you want me to, do you suggest we prepare for?
Okay, one important book that you can look into is a scholastic dictionary on spelling. I don't know if there's any in Bangladesh, but there used to be. I mean, oh, don't be scared. Don't be scared. These are extra resources that actually help you in your day-to-day speaking and communication. If you can get any of the scholastic books, the dictionary of idioms, dictionary of spellings, and all of that, it helps tremendously because in that you get real tips that you could use, how to identify words and how to spell from origin and all of that. Unfortunately, I don't have the time for us to deep dive because when we start, we have to finish. And that alone is about a 7-week course on its own. Someone is also saying that suggest you read Daily Star as they help not only in keeping updated but also build a yes. So go ahead. That's a good. That's a
Yes, the
good.
reading the papers is really
Yes.
important because last day there was a word dilapidated, which was in which very often comes in the papers. It's a very common word, but those who don't read the papers, they don't
Don't
really
know
know that.
about it. Very good. That's a very good advice. Thank you very much. That is the truth. It helps a lot. Read, read, and read, and read, and read. Don't say that the newspapers are only for your mommy and your daddy. No. Yes, that's what.
So, ma'am,
Go ahead.
for the oral part, will like half of the spellings be from outside the manual, like the 50%, or?
Yes, yes, yes. I said it so many times. I don't know why you want us to change our mind.
Can I get some directions on the idioms part again? What's actually gonna? Can I just
So the idioms
redirect?
you would get the idiom and you'll be asked to give the meaning of the idiom.
Orally or written?
Written is a written test.
All right.
Yes.
I had a question.
Yes, Phantom Light.
In the written examination, would there be any problem if we write the meaning of an idiom with the words that are not from the manual?
Yeah, you can. It just has to mean what the idiom means. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome.
So they're going to be out of book idioms as well, right?
Most likely. But I don't foresee that. I don't think there would be out of manual idioms. All right,
Miss,
guys. Yeah.
how will homophones come in the
Again?
written test? Homophones.
Yes.
How
What
will
are
the homophones
how
come in the written test?
what are homophones, my dear?
Homophones are the words with same pronunciation but different spellings and meanings.
Good. So what will happen is that they'll give you one word, like peel, and then they'll tell you the meaning of the word peel or whatever. And then
Oh.
they'll ask you to give the homophone to that word, and you have to spell it right. It's also going to be written test.
So when we are asked to share another, the other pair of the homophone, do we need
Yes.
to write its meaning as well?
No, 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 no need to write the meaning. Just the spelling of it is okay. It's not necessary. You can write the meaning, but you would not get extra marks for writing the meaning. Okay.
Understood.
Yeah.
Uh, Miss. So
Yeah.
in this written test, it's
Yeah.
just synonyms, homonyms, and idioms. There won't be any dictation this time.
No, no dictations.
Okay.
Miss, can you please tell us some books we can use for the test?
For the test at this point, all like just as one of your colleagues mentioned, read a lot, be open-minded, read your newspapers, especially that of Daily Star. Okay, so that's a good one, and read broadly. Okay, read broadly, and then if you want to consult dictionary, anything from Oxford Dictionary seventh grade, seventh edition upward is good.
Also, since 50% will be unseen, will there be proper nouns included, like names of places?
Yes. If it's a proper noun, you would know because the meaning. You're talking about the orals, right? Did I get that?
Yes.
Yes. If it's a name of a person or a name of a place, you'll be told it's a place of. And generally, we do not query capitalizations, but we encourage that you capitalize when you are told that this is a proper noun and that this is a name of a place or a person. Okay. All right. Yeah. Amira, last question, then we call it a day.
It isn't exactly a question. I just wanted to share the fact that apart from newspapers, reading classic novels also helps because Jane Austen gave me most of my vocabulary.
Amazing. That's good. Read wide. I'm a fan too, anyways. All right. Amy.
Last question. So, is there any likelihood of names of scientists and famous people because they tend to have terrible names? I mean, hard names. Never mind.
Nabiha, Janina. Ama Janina. Tikese. Janina. But you have to understand that what you'll be given is something that should be contextual. If you're going to ever meet and you'll be asked question on who is Einstein, then you should be ready to know how to spell his name. Tikese.
All right. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Most welcome. Another question I say. People are giving me thumbs up. I'm happy. I think I have to give myself a thumbs up.
Miss, your Bangla is pretty good.
Thank you. Onik Donoban. Acha, if there's no more questions, can we wrap it up? Any other question?
No.
Thank you so much, everybody. So we'll see you again tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Okay? All right. Bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.
Bye.
Good day.
Bye.